This is Moral Compass, baby, and we back. Happy Friday. We're going to freestyle a little bit for y'all today. I'm Javi. We got Joseito Pito, a.k.a. Pat Mahone.
Hey.
We got Preacher Parker in the building. And we got Buttercup.
Butterback.
What's up?
Anyways, go ahead. We're gonna start off.
Who's time?
Go ahead, Preacher Parker.
I ain't no freestyler, but I'm gonna do what I can. Catch me in the streets, not pulling me. Got that Desert E, I'm about to show that heat. Try to watch your boy, I'm about to tap my feet to this freaking crazy beat. Man, my flow so smooth, it's so damn sick when I hit you. Motherfucker, I'll bust you in the tick. Like the blue man, nigga. You look at that nigga tick. Tick, no, not Rick, not freaking Barry, not Rick Frost, not Ric Flair, not anybody named Rick. I don't give a damn when I come through with that freaking gauge. Trunk gauge, you know, brain, motherfucker about to drop that rain. Semen on the floor like Niagara Falls, always on your hoes, nigga, get your freaking Viagra when I come in on. I'm so damn mad when I fit this. Damn, bop.
Hey,
Baby Pito,
y'all already know.
you choke on them Cheetos.
Never that. We ain't Moral Compass. Javi look like you got fungus. Trying to get up in the cutlass. Spitting facts. It seems like life
Even
has
though
no
you and
justice.
Preacher Parker dry humping.
Oh, hell no, not from Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah, that's what y'all doing.
Humpty Dumpty, Scrooge, but Duck, and the Lumpy get mad at me because I'm the one that's running the Dumpy. You look like a freaking Cardi B, Cardi
right.
B, LB. I don't know what you are, what you bun B. Dead, reminiscent, reminiscent. Can't get mad, I got the Timbers, Timberlands, you know, the flow kicks, the bath shit, the straight from that New York shit, Brooklyn, straight up from the freaking hood. I don't get no click. Nigga, I put the bust in your head. Hot damn, you don't want me to get red. When I get mad, oh, this shit's about to get dead. I don't get nothing to
So
say.
I'm gonna let y'all know. Mark the Tech had a Travis Burger, and Preacher Parker had the whole hot
Oh,
dog.
hot damn. This
And when you brooking, you dooking.
Goddamn.
Go ahead, and you proof. We got Skittles in the building.
Oh, shit,
This is
that's
Eminem's little brother.
Definitely not. Alright, let's see it. I'm gonna wait till the beat drops.
Is it?
Oh shit,
Oh, yes,
suddenly
better.
changed up. None of this makes sense. I don't understand it. Always had my hand on a woman's ass. I was like, damn it. Can you bend it over quick? Let me fucking slam it. I don't understand a single thing.
Flat booty.
He tried to interrupt me, but I never fucking quit. Cause I keep it OG, but I'm so authentic, 100%. And I've always had a missile in my hand. Don't make me fucking launch this shit. It was lame, okay, but it is so okay. This shit comes off the top of my brain. I do it with these, don't even try. Make my bitch beg and plead for me to sling this steed, but she better pay me. If she don't, then I guess I'ma have to slay me another hoe, slay me another chick. I be down in that pussy, bitch, I never fucking quit. Swimming in the shit, but I can't even fucking swim. Don't care if I drown, bitch, I'm still loving it.
Hey.
Even though she thought your shit was dead, it couldn't get hard. Mashed potato.
Damn, like dollar store battery.
You said, baby, I'll come back. Just give me a day, though. But anyways, let's get started, baby.
Catch me. Yo.
So that was a little bit of Freestyle Friday. Just to let y'all know, Mark couldn't be in today. He had the Travis Scott burger, and you know it affected his ability to come in today.
Freestyle Friday.
You know. So today we're gonna get into am I a hater? You know, I don't know, stuff's going on. But how was y'all weekend? Anything crazy happen? Anything new going on? Anything y'all want to talk about?
It was straight. It was good. Working hard.
Usual, same thing. Nothing crazy happened. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened to me, man.
Hey, talk about it.
So you know, I got my pops coming in a couple weeks. I was like, you know what, this dude 50 years old. He still beating me at basketball and shit. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna lose some damn weight. So I took a cleansing pill. I was like, all right, I'm gonna start dropping this weight. I said, you know what, I'm gonna enhance that motherfucker. I'm gonna go ahead and get some. I bought this thing called it's like something shredder. It's like a pre-workout. But it's like, yo, this thing's gonna get you ready. You're gonna turn into the Hulk. You know, you're gonna be like, yo, you're a Hulkamaniac after this. So I took that and the cleanser together, and it was a bad combination. Last Sunday, I ruined it for the kids. I couldn't do nothing. I just kept looking for the bathroom. But I was hyped when I was in the bathroom. Like, come on, we got this. Ah! And you know that's just how it went, man.
Damn.
And it was bad. I'll never do that again. I've been scared to take. I haven't took anything since.
So you in the bathroom for like what, 3 or 4 days?
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? I even think I gained weight off the shit, bro.
Oh shit.
I was doing good for a couple of days, and then I was like, you know what?
Yo, you gained weight.
Yeah.
While I tried this.
Yeah,
that's a backup flow.
So I was like, you know what? Let me just go back to it. But yeah, man. And anyways, in other news, man. So, you know, we're gonna talk a little bit about legalization of marijuana today.
Talk about it.
You know, that's gonna be more towards the end of the episode. But I'm gonna let y'all know about Joseito real quick. We cannot let him smoke before the show no more.
Damn.
This man, I'm around him every day. He was silent for about 6 hours. I see him go in the car with my sister. They smoked that Reggie shit. He come back in. He's like, yo, you want to see me do a backflip? I'm like, sure. He's like, I don't know. This floor is hard. I don't want to crack my head open. I was like, all right, well, don't do it. What's up?
That inspiration.
Yeah, was
So
your Chuck late?
so he got hype. He said nothing but 2 words to me. The second he got some Reggie in the system, he was roasting me. He was talking shit, everything. So I was like, I don't know, man.
Wow.
But that's how it goes, man. And
Damn, legal marijuana, huh?
yeah. So what y'all think about that?
I ain't got no problem. I just got a personal opinion. I just think the government should have control of the marijuana industry. I'm just saying, man. They up the taxes, they overcharge, and I don't trust when they can pick the ingredients. That's just my personal opinion. That's just me.
I think that if they legalize is a good thing, because people do like it. I think we do need to treat it like alcohol, where if you're doing it while you're driving, you're gonna get you a DUI or whatever. But you know, if everybody's accepting, everybody says it ain't harmful, I think we need to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
And it definitely
good.
It helps people out, man.
I think
agree.
the main thing. Oh my bad.
No,
I think the main thing is decriminalization. That's what matters. Right. It's not necessarily about the legalization. It's about decriminalizing it. The fact that we get arrested and locked up for carrying a plant around. I mean,
I'm with you there.
and then the criminal reform, too. Also, reducing people's charges or eliminating people's charges that have been. What does that sound?
Nothing.
Preacher Parker, he had that whole hot dog. He been fucked up ever since.
Oh hell no! This taco licking over here.
Now, Ian, listen, yo, that Hove hot dog got him so fucked up. He even put a Hove t-shirt on.
You choking on
He's like,
meatballs,
yo,
man. What you talking about?
Hove is my baby daddy.
Oh,
That's
hell
my
no.
baby daddy. I was like,
hell
yo,
no.
bro, chill. I'm telling you, I'm like, yo, that's not necessary.
It must be
bro.
that Freestyle Friday in you right now. Hold up. What's going on, man?
Nah, you
What
just caught the extra mail, man.
But speaking of that legalization, though, that's the Democrats are actually pushing for that, which is something I don't support Democrats, but that's a policy everyone can say they agree with, even Republicans.
What's wrong with Mary Jane? Jose, what you gotta say?
She was my first love.
I'm pro weed, of course.
Of course.
Well, you know, you just told the story, so you know he.
Yeah.
But I feel like medical marijuana and recreational marijuana is kind of rigged. You know,
Well,
with licenses.
well, they do need to change that, because they need to have it that if you a regular salesman, you need to be able to sell some stuff.
Right.
That's true.
You know, to make it, because that's better. At the end of the day, when you have more people in the business, it's better for the consumer. More options, better pricing. Because if you got one person, 2 people running the game,
Right.
the prices are gonna go up. Selection's not gonna be as good. You know, we gotta increase competition, and you know,
Damn, true.
and like I said, let the small guy make some money, man. You know, the big boys, I know they want to make it all.
That's what I'm saying.
But
They want to steal
it's-
all the credit, take the money.
Nah,
and
that's
you
what
don't
they
have
do,
nothing
bro,
to do with it.
and it's crazy, man.
That ain't right.
That's the only reason I think it's not legalized yet, because they're like, okay, well, how can we run the game? You know, because in Florida, well, Joseito was telling me that you got one person
Yeah,
that
they only
basic,
have one license they sold.
yeah,
It's for like $500 million.
That's what I'm saying. It's too much money.
it ain't no 500 million. I think
It's
bro.
5 mil though.
is.
It's about
Look it
5
up,
mil.
yeah.
Guaranteed 5 mil.
He said 500.
I know, he was just going crazy.
$55 million.
Okay, either way, that's a lot.
It's not
Man.
ridiculous.
So
It's something with the
for a
fives.
license, just for a license, yeah.
yeah, so you know, if they could do that, then I think everybody will be happy, and you know, the government could tax more, and it'll be everything. It'll be good.
But and if you think about it, if they legalized it before the government had control over it, you know what I mean? That would leave giant holes in our country for new cartels, possibly, or new drug trades. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's true.
they're gonna have to have a grip over it before they make it legal.
Damn, I didn't think about it that from that point of view. Man. You got a point. You got a point. But damn, man. I'm just saying, legalize that shit.
You know, matter of fact, now that we talking about laws and stuff like that, you know what's another thing I wish that I could change or that we could change as people?
What?
Like the way immigration works, man. Like people always talking trash about today we're gonna get into a lot of politics,
Right.
just because everything's going on, and
We close.
we're getting close to the race, so everybody's paying attention more. People are advertising more and all that. But immigration, man, people think, man, just because I feel people when they say, man, just do it right, do the paperwork, come in the right way. I do, but the system's so messed up, you could die waiting for it to come the right way.
No, that's true.
If we could change it and let people come in, guess what? Make a fast process. You come in, all right. Well, you're illegal until we finish the paperwork, but until we're done, you can be here. But while you're working, we taxing you an extra X amount of tax. That money goes in a pool for whatever reason, to help expedite it, to help hire people,
Right.
to take care of those things, man. Because you know what? Because people are so concerned about stopping sex trafficking. That's how you could do it. Because if people know they could get in, and guess what? We make them pay. You got to work, and guess what? While you're working, you get taxed extra while you here. And it's gonna stop all that. Because then you don't have to pay these mules or whatever that's coming in. These people that get you in illegally.
That's a good idea. I'm not.
It is, because it's
like
more
how
tax
you said-
revenue.
So they'll still have a reason to come here, earn their legalization, but being taxed more, they're contributing a lot to the economy,
Exactly.
to
And-
America.
Because they want to be Americans. And you
But
born in America. You gotta pay them taxes,
maybe set something up that if you fuck up, all right, now you got to go, or you get taxed even more,
that's
or
true.
whatever the case may be.
That's true.
And that will make things a lot better. I know some people be worried about, it'll make it worse. But guess what? It'll keep people from dropping the price too bad. Because a lot of people, like contractors, they talk about, well, the Mexicans or these people don't got to get all these insurance. But guess what? If these people are getting taxed an X amount just to work, it keeps the prices somewhat reasonable where you can still compete.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, for
And,
example, if
How about no taxes? Anybody? No?
Well, the thing is, no taxes, you can't do anything. You know what I mean?
Need taxes.
You don't have money for infrastructure. You don't have anything.
Yeah, what is laws that? No, I ain't gonna get into that right now.
I think managing it is important though.
No, and
I
that,
guess
and,
who manages
and,
it
and then I think that's
part.
one thing that's done poorly.
Yeah, definitely.
That's one thing that's done super poorly.
Because they got bad workers. Nah.
Well, not bad workers, but anytime you got a regime that's there for a couple of years or they just working, they're gonna juice the system. Everybody does that, and then you get them out. They redo the system, and everything is just less effective. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Damn.
But what you guys think about immigration, man?
The way I look at it, like, you have to admit, no matter what country you're in, you have to limit immigration. You can't allow as many people that want to come in.
You see what happened in Europe?
Because
Oh, bad.
when you do that, your country's not going to be able to handle the load. So I believe we need to limit it, but at the same time, I agree a lot with merit-based. Like, if you're coming here to get in college, you're coming here to better yourself, you're coming here to add to our nation, then you should have a better shot of getting here. But they should have definitely a pathway for, anyone, no matter how poor, impoverished, people that just want to get out of that situation. But like I said, it all comes down to limits. You got to have a certain number. You got to keep it consistent. You can't just let people flood in like open borders, like that what they're fighting for. You can't just let people pour into the nation, because eventually our system will be overwhelmed.
You got a point there, but I got to look from. I'm going off topic here, but I'm just saying. Imagine you being a Mexican, from America. You got basically kicked out of your land. And how would you feel that I can't go back to my land? You get that right now?
Yeah,
We own most of the West Coast.
It's
you
a little
kick my
fun.
ass out. Then when I try to go back in, you say, hey, you gotta earn your rights to come into this country. What the fuck? This is my country. You don't get that? That's what I'm saying right now.
It's
You
a
mean
little
like
tough.
you mean like an illegal that got caught, sent back, and is now trying
Well,
to
he's
come
saying
in
that
legally?
basically back in the day,
Back in the days, it was
Mexico
Mexican land.
was California, was Texas, was these
Georgia,
places,
Colorado, Nevada,
and then basically
Arizona.
the United States took it over.
No, their government sold it to us. Money,
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
Money.
I'm not too
Was
sure.
it really sold or was it forced?
money.
It was forced.
Well,
It was
that-
forced.
there
You
might
know
have
what?
been a hand
You know
forcing
hot
it,
damn
but-
well it wasn't no straight paperwork. Say, let's do this the right way though. It was forced. Kick your ass out. Then you tell you can't go back in your country. I'll be pissed off.
Imagine though,
I'm
if-
going back to where I came from.
Imagine if you're a slightly poor nation way back then, and then someone's like, "Oh, I'll give you $25 million for these nowadays that'd be a stupid deal, but back then they'd be like, my God, we ain't seen money like that. We might need to sell this land. We ain't using it anyways.
I see where you're coming from. But that's a sellout.
They still made a bad deal. I heard. I think I remember. I don't remember the exact price that we paid for those territories, but it was a bad deal for them.
Yeah, it's robbery. Jose, you got anything?
Yeah, with the immigration, like he was saying, definitely like regulations. You don't want criminals coming in here.
Yeah, definitely.
But where's the cutoff at? Like he was saying, like you gotta limit it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You give people a chance to fuck up.
Exactly.
You give people a chance, and guess what? All right, you messed up. You're not contributing to society. Well, you're gonna do a little time here, or you're gonna go, and then that's it. And then make it even harder. Like make it easy to come in the first time, but then after that is like, yo, you way behind everybody else because you got it first time. Now the second timers, it's a different story. Cause man, these people out here working hard.
Wouldn't it be awesome though if you had a special island somewhere, and every time you committed a crime, I just kick your ass out the country? So they send you to jail.
Don't they have that in Cuba?
There's a movie.
Straight up, I'll just kick your ass out. You don't need to be here no more. You're not part of it. Whether you're an immigrant or not, or American, your ass got to go.
You're going.
Just imagine that.
Well, you're going.
I'm going hardcore with this motherfucker.
That's a whole
kick your
different
ass
story.
out.
That's a whole different story, man.
That's quarantine you to an island.
I don't see a problem with that. I don't know what to say.
That'd be rough.
I bet you stop. Just saying.
So
I think need to fix the prison system though.
No, that's for sure, man. We too harsh. We actually control.
I don't think we're too harsh. I think the problem is.
Whoa.
No.
It depends on the person.
No, look in other countries' prisons. We're not that harsh.
We're the worst. What are you talking about?
We the highest.
We have the most prisoners.
We have the most prisoners.
I'm not talking about numbers.
And we have the most rape cases in male prisons.
I'm not talking about numbers. I'm talking about conditions. Would you rather be locked up in a prison here or in Venezuela? Or in somewhere like, you know what I mean?
You got to put for that.
But the problem with prisons here is so many of them are for profit now.
Exactly.
And that's the main.
That's
problem.
a whole corporation. They go to your state, say, "I'm gonna build a prison here. I'm gonna guarantee you 95% of people gonna be in prison."
Well, it benefits
We're gonna make that happen.
To put people in jail.
It's straight money. Private marketing. How the hell you get your own private jail system?
Why do you think a lot of police forces, like, they have, you notice, like, towards the end of the month or beginning of the month, they'll pull over a lot more people.
Yep,
they got quotas. They're trying to fill a certain number. It's all for profit. That's the problem. And
I feel thirsty for
I
a
got it was like a Sprite commercial.
That goes to hospitals too. For-profit hospitals. Like, I see that as wrong. I see.
Yeah. You don't pay the same price in another country that you pay in America for the same surgery for the same problem. Well, that's a problem.
The reason is that because the lack of competition.
Competition, my ass, man.
That's the thing.
Because
guess what?
Another country for cheaper.
But the thing is because the game is rigged, then you have to go to these people. You have to. It's set like that. But guess what? Yeah. If you have 3-4 times the hospital and you come here and they're like, now you got hospitals promoting their rates. Hey, if you come in for emergency, it's only $250. Oh, well, here it's only now it's set. You get shot right here, or you get in a situation automatically.
They take you.
Matter of fact, I went to the hospital not too long ago.
All right.
They was like, I even asked them. I said, hey, before I come in, I'm in pain, but how much is it? I need to know.
You just asked that question in the middle.
Yeah, I was like, I need to know, and they was like, it's just like $350. I was like, fuck it. My back's hurting. I haven't been drinking enough water. I think I got kidney stones. Anyways, but so I went. Listen, I ended up paying $3,000 in bills.
Whoa. So they went from $350 to $3,000.
It went to $350. Then I asked, and then they're like, "Oh, well, you got to pay this bill." And it was like 8 different bills. It was like you got to pay the X-ray machine is his own company. The hospital don't own shit. Yo, the fucking nurses are different people than the doctor. The doctor's different than the person that does the testing. It's ridiculous. So I ended up having to pay like $3,000. But guess what? And insurance is expensive enough. You know what? Believe it or not, I saved money even by not having insurance. Because insurance for the family would have been like $300-$400 a month. So imagine I would have had to like.
But that same equipment is like 75% off for them. So they just
no for sure. And then that's and it's just crazy how they do that. But best believe if you have 2-3 times more of the hospital and they got to compete for your business like everything else.
Right.
Then the prices change and everything changes. The treatment is different. They'll act different with you. Where they'll be like, oh, you gotta wait you gotta wait in the emergency room for 3 hours. Nah, you know what? No, we got the fastest waiting room in Florida. Ooh, okay. Oh, all right, I'll check it out. You know, they don't have to compete, and
that's like the Heart of Florida. When you go past the Heart of Florida, they got a little timer up there.
And the game is rigged. Nah, but they're raggedy. That's the one that.
That joke is raggedy, bro.
But you know that's another problem with hospitals. The reason prices have increased besides greed, but one of the reasons is so many people go to a hospital and treat it like a doctor's office. People go to hospitals for any little problem instead of going to a doctor, and therefore you're filling up the hospitals with this. You're making the doctors waste their time. You know what I mean?
But what happened to the good old days where doctors just go to your house?
Well, the thing is, if you don't have insurance and then you don't have a primary doctor, and you go to these places because something's going on, you have to go there because you don't have a doctor to go to. And guess what? These doctors are even worse. I go to the doctor. Let me tell you something. I already talked about it a couple episodes ago, where my primary doctor told me I had AIDS. I didn't even have fucking AIDS.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He made me admit to shit I didn't even never wanted to tell nobody about.
That's what I'm saying.
And I did. And then, he told my mom, my uncle,
So
my
he
grandma.
misdiagnosed you.
Yeah, he was like, no, you got it. He even said it. He's like, you have this. You need to take medicine. You need to tell everybody been involved with what's going on. So,
your doctor, did you give it to me?
no, but look how they treat you. I'm sitting in his office. I'm waiting. The appointment's at 9 o'clock. 9:45, he comes see me. He's seeing 30 different people at the same time. He's giving me two minutes of
Conversation.
attention, and then boom, getting this big ass bill. Anyways, man, but
Trust me, I know that. I don't.
But we need to increase competition, and that's the way the system's rigged.
That's the problem.
Is they make education so expensive. Us poor people, unless we get a scholarship, we're not increasing our education.
Let me ask you a question, though. You just said that. I like what you just said. If they make education expensive, is it for poor people not to get educated? So it's only for the exclusive class of people?
Well, I think
I'm getting
the way I look at it is these people know they could get it. The way they work with the government to get the Stafford loan. Joseito knows, first of all. Joseito he been getting his bachelor's for about 15 years.
More like 7, 8.
Yeah. So he knows. So basically how it goes is you get the Stafford loan. The Stafford loan pays the college. You go do your thing. Right. So the money's guaranteed by the government. So guess what? First of all, the whole Stafford loan thing, you eliminate that.
Right.
And guess what? College will instantly be cheaper. Because now they got to compete for your money. But guess what? They don't have to when they know, hey, no. Apply for the Stafford loan. You're going to get the money guaranteed. You pay them back later when you're done.
Right.
Talk about it, Jose. Talk about it.
Yeah, so
college is
Joseito,
expensive.
I'm going to tell you about Joseito. He graduated in 2000. 2014. And he was, no, my bad. 2010 in high school. He's supposed to graduate college in 2014. So
not everybody graduates.
He got his associates. It's 2020. He got his associates. He got about 4 more years to go to get his bachelor's. Okay. So he's still working. I ain't giving up on the dream.
No, I'm not. Definitely not giving up. But I only have 18 credits.
Bro, he's stronger than anybody. Because let me tell you something. If I gotta do 10 years of college, I'm fucking stopping. 10 years of college for a 2-year degree. Get the fuck out of here. That bullshit.
Damn.
But go ahead.
Hey, I love college. That's what I'm there for so
He do. But goddamn, why you ain't do no school? Why you ain't do no schoolwork, bro?
I gotta interrupt him for that. I said I know he's college, but I know it ain't got nothing to do with education.
Yo, you must
Absolutely not.
Hey, he must love college.
I do. Yeah.
Shit, he been there for so long.
Nah, there's so many connections.
He damn near 30 and he's still
connections are right. That's what you talking about.
And he's still talking about going.
Sure.
As appointments, he ain't got no damn focus right now, man. That's why you in school so long. All the college parties, all the.
Matter of fact,
distractions in college,
we had this conversation the other day. I'm like, bro, tell me true. Why you want to go to school so bad? He's like, I can get access to the gym, and fucking benefits. I'm like, but what benefits, bro? You 30. What's going on? He's like, you won't get it. You're not a college student. I'm like, bitch, fuck you.
I gotta hear Jose talk about this school thing.
Go ahead, let us know, man. Let us know.
What's going on?
So you 18 credits away from getting your associates. What's going on?
Bachelor's.
Okay, okay, my bad.
Where'd you go at?
Where'd you USF, go? University of South Florida in Tampa. Yeah. No, I did. I graduated in 2010. I started college, and then along the way, there's many distractions. So I kind of took a hiatus off of school for about 2-3 years. Started working, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get back into school.
Right.
So I started getting back, and then run into a few barriers. It takes long. So I started doing 1 or 2 classes.
Stupid long.
Normally people take 4 classes a semester. Right. I'm taking 1 or 2. I'm taking my time with it, So I'm getting financial aid. So
I ain't bad though.
But that's a typical story.
But I know why he's doing it. Because they got to do with education. I keep trying to tell you how, damn it.
Right.
Hey, as long as you're walking, no matter how slow you're walking.
Exactly.
You'll get there.
Degrees don't have dates on them.
Hey, there you go.
No, for sure. But do the degrees have weight on them still? Cause I got an uncle with masters and he didn't have a job for 5 years.
It happens. I know many college students that graduate and they can't find jobs to help pay
because
their college
they'd rather
debt.
pay somebody without an education double the money, you know what I mean? I mean, small amount of money instead of paying you more money for your qualifications. So if I can sit there, if I can get 2 people and pay them $20 an hour each instead of paying you $50 an hour by yourself, they're gonna do that. That's all I'm saying.
And you know, if you get like a master's degree in certain things, there's tons of jobs you'll no longer be able to get because they'll say you're overqualified.
Yup, exactly. That happened to my mom one time. You're overqualified. She tried to get a regular job at like a McDonald's because she needed the job right away. She was in a struggle. They like,
well, I don't know. McDonald's hiring everybody.
No, they didn't hire.
They don't even look at that
told
shit.
her in the interview,
Yeah,
you're
I never
overqualified to be here. Because you would have to match with your qualifications. I can't match that at McDonald's.
Yeah.
I can't match that at Taco Bell. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. No,
What
makes
was
sense,
y'all
yeah.
first job?
Wendy's, man. I worked at
Wendy's
got a
nuts
job
hit your
the same
chin.
day, man. And I saw a girl at the workplace throw a 32-ounce soda at the boss and slapped her with the damn soda with all over her because she got
What?
fired for not cleaning the counter. It was a crazy day, man. It was a crazy day.
That really happened?
That really happened. All jokes aside, the girl came in. The Wendy's boss said, I need you to clean the counters. Because I ain't cleaning that counter. She's like, you want to do it now. You fired. You fired me then. She said, you fired. So she went over there, filled up a whole thing of soda, and wow. All this shit went all down the boss' face, and she walked out. I was like, wow. Look at the Wendy's. Tell you right now.
My first real job, like real authentic job I kept was 7-Eleven. But before that, I worked at like a fruit
7-Eleven.
farm. I did
7-Eleven.
landscaping, worked at a fruit farm, stuff like that before that. But it was all seasonal, you know, just for the summer. But the first real job was 7-Eleven, so I've seen everything because I worked night shift.
I know 7-Eleven got some drama. I know that.
Record Highway, night shift, 7-Eleven. I've seen it all.
I bet you did. Jose, what's your first job, man?
My first job was working for this man right here.
All
right. Now we're gonna talk about it.
You're not gonna explain the story.
Go ahead, say what you're gonna say. I'm gonna talk how raggedy he is. I'm gonna let y'all know.
What are you gonna
He's
say?
super raggedy. All right, let me tell you
What?
something, bro.
What?
So I opened up a store in Lake Wales, right? I'm like, yo, listen.
Even before that, I'm talking about elementary school.
Oh yeah,
I was selling shirts.
When we
shirts
was
he would
little, we
give
used
me
to
for, like,
hustle together.
in the lockers.
And
middle school.
like I said, he was my brother, so I'm like, listen, man. You want some money? You want to get haircut money? You
I don't remember making any money though. I was selling shit.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. I gave him $5. I gave him $5 a shirt. I'm gonna tell you what happened. So he went to school. His family was decent off. So they went to like the white neighborhood.
Right.
So we used to get this bootleg Lacoste shirts. Right? I'm like, yo, listen, you get something for $20, $25, whatever. His people was paying $40, $50.
Damn, okay.
Bro, and because it was white boys, they buying it. They don't care. Their parents got mad money.
Exactly.
They buying the stuff. So we selling. I'll give him $5 a shirt. I'm like, all right, cool. So we flipping, and he do his thing. But anyways, later on, he got raggedy. He was good at first, even though I was moving to Florida. Listen to what happened, right?
Oh man.
So then I'm moving to Florida. I'm like, all right, Joseito, where my money at? He's like, oh, bro, I got robbed. I'm like, how you got robbed? You going to school full of white boys. No offense. He's like, yeah, something happened. I left my locker open. I ain't got no money for you. Don't ask me again.
Damn.
So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, all right. So next day, I'm literally moving to Florida. So I let this shit slide.
Wow.
I let it slide. I'm like, all right, no problem. Whatever. But later on in the future, right, we open up this... Open up the store in Lake Wales. Right. I'm like, Joseito, you a hustler. You my cousin. You my fucking brother. We need you to open up, right? She's like, yeah, I got you. We're going to open up. So we open. I get the store looking good. I'm talking about dress it up, put fly clothes in there. I'm like, yo, you the fucking manager.
It was nice, yeah.
It was super nice.
Right.
Then he fall in love with this white girl. And he's like, listen, man, I just want to work at Tilly's in Lakeland.
Yeah.
He's like, I love her. We're having a baby together. I'm like, is that your baby? He's like, no, but I'm raising it. I'm going to raise it. I'm like, what? I'm like, so you really going to leave me hanging like that? Like, bro, I did all this and you going to leave me hanging? He's like, we're having a baby. I don't want to hear about it. Just don't worry about it.
He just a straight.
So, yo, I love this dude so much. He's like my brother. I'm like, I get off at 8 o'clock. We're working at the same mall. He gets off at 11.
Yeah, it was fun.
I'm still waiting up for him. Like, but deep down, knew I should have said, "Nah, fuck that job. I ain't taking you nowhere."
I was there for like 2 days. No one walked around. It was no one there. It was like I was bored.
Yeah.
So.
But anyway, so he fell in love with this white girl. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. He fell in love with this girl. It wasn't his baby. So then he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna raise this kid like it's my own."
Right.
He's watching movies with the girl. I'm talking about he's going to appointments with her, and I'm like, "Yo." Like, I know you doing your thing, right? He was like, nah, we haven't done anything yet. I'm like, so you really doing all this?
He wanted to support her more.
For real.
Yeah, he did. And I couldn't get the shit. I'm like, yo.
Jose, do you got anything to defend yourself?
Like,
right now.
okay, like explain. All right, like explain this to me. Right. They're going on beaches together. He got pictures with her, and they doing all this. I'm like, yo, I know you got to be getting her, and he's like, nah, we just chilling.
We hold hands.
I met her dad. I go watch movies at her house. I walk her to the beach.
Damn.
All this crazy stuff. I'm like, dude, this is nuts. And he was really, I don't know what happened. I don't know how y'all stopped talking.
I'll you defend yourself against Howard right now, man. This is your time.
We were friends for like a month, so that was just that.
But he was in love, bro. Like she named the baby after him.
Oh, shit.
She named the baby. The baby is Joseito Galoza McKinley. This shit. You know, like it's... I don't know, man.
Well, you did a good job.
I knew something was weird though. I'm like, bro, this is crazy.
Nah, it was a good friendship. Yeah, fun.
Man.
Buttercup, you said your first job. You right.
So is that cool? Is that kosher? What you think about that?
What was the topic?
About what he was saying.
Like he fell in love with a girl. He never did nothing with her, and he was willing to raise the baby. It wasn't his.
Oh man, love can make you do anything. Things you never thought you would do in your entire life. So,
but is it real love? Or
so
what's
the craziest thing you did for a chick, man?
Me, I snuck out at midnight and jogged like 30 minutes trying to get laid. But then when I got to the chick's house, her mom was in the living room with the lights on, TV on. The chick was asleep in the bed, and I had to fucking jog all the way back home, empty-handed. That's what you do for love, right there,
bro.
I don't know. Y'all better than me. Bro. Me, I'm getting confirmation code. I'm like, yo, this going down, right? Nobody.
That's called dedicated love.
I was dedicated.
Over dedicated.
But it didn't pan out.
I feel that.
Like the panhandle. No, you know what? I ain't gonna get into it right now. But love is a powerful thing. You just gotta be careful. That's why I never use the word love. I only use love for my wife. Nobody else gets the word love from me. It's really hard. It's really hard for me to say I love you. Ask anybody. I love you, man. I'll be like, yeah. That's it. That's the whole conversation.
When it comes to love, man, it's just so hard. Like
some
people say it's a chemical balance. Like, yo, I've been hurt so many times that I'm like, yo, listen.
Love is hard.
Like I don't think I could fall in love that way. I think we could be cool. We could have a partnership. But if you think I'm be going crazy for you, my mind won't let me. You know, Joselito, it'll let him. Not like the first it'll let him do it. Cause listen, let me tell you something. He broke up with his first girlfriend. I ain't had nothing to do with the relationship, and he stopped talking to me. I'm like, yo, what did I do to you? He's like, nah, fuck everything, fuck the whole world, fuck you, fuck dad. I'm not talking to nobody. Yo, I didn't talk to Joselito for 5 years because of his girlfriend. I didn't even do nothing.
Jose, come on, you gotta defend
yourself. I want to hear this, man. It's the truth.
I want to hear it. I gotta ask him.
It's the truth. He can't even deny it.
To this show.
Nah, not over a girl. Hell no.
What? You lying? You're fucking lying, bro. What happened was she didn't go to the school she was going to.
Right.
And he was dedicated. Maybe she wasn't. And that's what happened. Let me tell you, he stopped.
That the truth?
Yes, he stopped talking to me over it.
I didn't stop talking to you.
Yes, he did. I didn't hear nothing from this man for 5 years. I'm over here asking my mom, my aunt, and they're like, yeah, I think he's okay. I'm like, tell him to call me. Yo, let me tell you something. Me and him grew up together. I'm talking about in summer, every day, 8 o'clock in the morning, me and him together till fucking nighttime. Every day.
And you can't.
So you stop talking to me for no reason? Come on, man.
Well, I broke my phone.
He broke his phone. He broke everything. He's like, yo, I'm gonna be a caveman. That's it. I'm done.
That was some good love right there, boy. You was strong.
Yo, she had him. Yo, I know what she was doing. Boy, she was shining the backside, boy. Yo, she had to be.
You ever love that straw, Buttercup?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I've had love that's fucked me up mentally. Like, just stupid love, young love. That's the worst time.
Was it with a white girl or?
Oh, most of the time, yeah.
Well, all right. So now you get with a white girl.
This guy here, man.
And then the back's flat.
Oh,
shit. Hey, that's real. That's something important too. White girls' booties have exponentially increased.
Yeah. Like Ludacris said that in the song.
Well, the thing is, they had an increased amount of ethnic.
Like white, like How did Ludacris say it, man? Like, white woman with asses. You think you the new phenomenon? No, I'm just saying, I'm getting around. Continue.
When I was young, they didn't have
They didn't
movies
have
like that.
Well,
Look at all the movies.
when
Look
you
at
were
all the
young,
movies. It was like
they
this.
stuck to their kind. Once they spread around and they collected different types of protein and stuff, that's when stuff
Different
changed for
types
them.
of protein.
But listen, I'm gonna have to step out for 1 second. I'm gonna come right back.
Yeah,
1 second.
do
But
that,
y'all hold it down. Y'all keep talking about that. Hold on.
All right.
So what
What
were
were
we
we
talking
talking about? Oh, did you ever have love that strong?
Yeah.
I had a love, my first love. Well, I thought it was love. It was just infatuation, but
So she left you.
yeah, literally. So she came from an abusive relationship, and I come in trying to be Prince Charming, which is that was the last time I tried to be Prince Charming, by the way. But anyways, so she's pretty much. She comes out of this relationship where this guy's always beating her, all that. Why do the opposite? You know, I'm showering her with love, doing what I can for her, spending time with her. And then we have sex once. And this may be in my bad. I lied to her and told her I wasn't a virgin. And I knew what I was doing, but I didn't know shit.
Right.
So it was probably lame as hell for her. But so after that, she pretty much just never talked to me again.
Damn.
And dude, that shit had me fucked up because that was, you know, I just lost my virginity
Exactly.
to her. You know?
Yo,
Yeah,
once you lose
it's
the virginity of that
meaningful.
first girl, you feel like, you know, you got a connection and something.
Dude, I was in my room for like 2 weeks just depressed, like
Damn, bro.
fucked up.
First love, man. That's why I don't use the word love.
Yeah, after that, love was kind of
Something about
tainted.
that. Yo, love is hard to
Yeah.
continue on with love. You know what I
It
mean?
changed my heart. It
Like,
made me a different person.
I remember I liked the girl so much, I flirted with her, and she flirted with me a lot. I'm talking about flirting a lot. And to the point where I think we got something going on. She hit me up one day and said, "Can I talk to you real quick?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think we got something going on." She's like, "Yo, I'm pregnant." Bro, I knew it wasn't mine because we didn't do nothing, but I was so attached to you, like, you my lady. You over here hitting some other dude and act like you cool with me. You flirting with me, bro. I was pissed, bro. You know, you're in the middle like, F that, F you. I don't care nothing about your ass. I was mad, bro. I was like, I cut her ass off.
Y'all were committed.
Yeah.
Nah, in a way, you know, flirting, dating a low place
see-
every now and then,
see,
but it
you
wasn't.
Mixed messages.
So you got some blame there too, though,
Yeah, but
because you didn't lock it down.
you knocked it down and see what happened.
Hey,
You know,
hey,
continue.
It don't always
Right,
work.
that's what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
knocked it
I
down,
feel
you see what
that.
happened.
Yeah.
I was like, what you got to say about that right now, man?
I don't know. Love is tough.
Hey, love
That's
is
all I
tough,
gotta
but
say for
can
that.
you imagine
Yeah.
a world without love?
Yo,
No, it's love is
Devastating.
something you have to have.
You gotta
know?
have love,
You have
bro.
to feel love. Everybody desires love.
It could
craves
break
for
you though,
love.
man.
it can't
No,
break
it
you.
can make you and change. It changes you.
That's why I said-
It breaks you, man. I feel it breaks you more than it makes you. I just
But
feel
you have to admit, every time you're broken, you get stronger. And
Yeah.
Absolutely.
you do,
yeah.
but the
But are
pain
you
you
more-
feel,
are
the
you more
pain, the
gruesome?
pain you feel once you get through it, yeah, you feel stronger. But can you go through it again?
Yeah.
No.
But like you was
you
just
don't
saying,
want to.
like you was just saying, it's hard for you to be more emotional or more attached to that female because after what you just went through, it's hard for you to love the same way because you're not willing to be open.
You
These people
can-
that
you
these
cannot
people try
love-
to open up again, then they still get crushed 2 or 3 times. It's like, yo, that's it. After that, you an ass, you a bully, you slapping girls around, just random ass junk.
But you
It
can't
happens.
you can't love again, man. And it's tough because when you growing up, you look at women like I grew up as a romantic. I'm
Yo,
talking about I
real
looked
talk.
at women. You the most beautiful thing on earth. I'm talking about I wrote chicks poems.
Damn.
I'm talking about like ex Joseito. Like I'm walking 45 minutes just to say hi, just to see you for 2 seconds. And then guess what? When your dad see me, yeah, I'ma run. But I'm coming to sing you a song. I'm writing you poems. I'm writing you long ass letters
This motherfucker.
like this. Like let me tell you something, baby. Like you go to school. It's old school, man. Things are different now, where
Yeah,
guys
Cool J
don't have
over
to
here.
do all that stuff. But back in the day, you
With the
was
hat
prepared.
too.
Yo, back in the day, without Instagram and all this stuff, like when you was into a chick, you would either hit them up on a Friday because you had the weekend. Like, all right, if you said I'm ugly or whatever, with the weekend we'll forget
Let
about
it die
it.
down.
Or winter vacation. Hey, baby, listen. I've been feeling you for X amount of
Awesome.
time. Like, listen.
Awesome.
Listen, you need to be with me. I'm gonna spend all my Christmas money on you.
Damn.
That's just how I feel. That's how I feel. And then if she embarrassed you or she didn't like you back, at least you had those 2 weeks to pretend like it ain't never happened. You know what I mean?
Right.
So outside of school situation right there, what you saying?
But that's the only time you had, cause like
You
back
can't
in
do it in
the,
school because everybody, once you break up in school, everybody's talking about it. No matter what
nah, I'm
is.
doing it in school. I'm doing it in school, cause after school I can't see you.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, my mom was tough, bro. Like I couldn't go out. We had to live in a situation where I could be out in the yard, and that's about it.
Can't cross
And
the
matter of fact, when I hung out with Joselito, we wasn't even allowed to hit the sidewalk. Remember, one time we was, one time my aunt was like, listen, y'all can play on the sidewalk, but I want to hear y'all on the street. Damn. One day, his big sister lied on us, talking about we across the street. I know she lying, because we hitting that little ramp, you remember? Yeah. Back in there with the bike, whoop, 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 whoop. And then she was like, yo, y'all across the street. My aunt found out, or she thought we were across the street. Wow. She said, yo, y'all get back over here. Y'all stay in the fence now.
Damn, was you allowed to leave your house?
When
you was younger, you were a kid.
Not till I was about like 13, but after that, my parents wanted me out of the house. The rule was usually leave, and when the sun starts setting, come back home.
Skittles in the building.
They didn't. They didn't want us sitting inside all day playing video games. You know, just wasting our time inside. So they wanted us to go outdoors. So we had to. There was no choice. Yeah. Damn. You can come back in for lunch. You know, if you're thirsty for some water.
What? Now that we're talking about back in the day, man.
Back in the days.
I want to tell y'all something about parents and stuff, because I had a situation a couple of days ago where like my whole family was like, "Yo, something's going on with your daughter. Oh, she's going through something. You don't understand?" And she's fine, you know. I had my little one-on-one talk with her, and everything's good. Like, you know, because parenting changes, man, and people forget that. Like, these times are different. When we were growing up, you go outside, you be social, but society as a whole is changing. Where these kids, they don't need to socialize as much because that's why everything's on the phone, or they're different. Because I realized my mom, she's a great mom, right? But she's disconnected, and with her grandkids, she thinks like, no, things change, and we kids are raised different than what they were back in the day. Cause she's very rough. Like with her, you don't know if she's mad at you or she's joking with you. That's the type of situation where my kids, we know, I treat them with love. I try to treat them with all the things that I thought I was missing. Right. So they react different. So when you're being extra hard on them all the time, because they don't know if you're playing or not. Yeah. And so a situation happened, and you know, I had to tell my mom, and she was like, I don't get it. I don't understand why. And it's like, yo, listen, things are changing. Right. Kids are not growing up the same way. We didn't grow up like how our parents grew up, and our kids aren't growing up how we did. Yeah. And it's important to understand the difference.
You gotta try to make a balance out of it.
You know, and the thing is, as we understand more about children and about raising our kids, it's different. Like, you have to connect these kids in a different way. You have to adjust, and things ain't the right. Like, yo, listen, kids nowadays, they're not learning how to ride bikes. Yep. They're not learning these things that were us. A bike was freedom. Yep. Right. Yo, we get a bike. Yo, I'm an adult.
We gone.
I'm getting chicks. I'm taking them to McDonald's. We're getting them a $1 menu. Whatever. I'm grown now. We're back now. They're like, yo, listen, I got a phone. I'm connected to the world. Yeah, that's just how it was.
Yeah. See how they put a girl on the back of a bike, just dropping it to Mickey D's.
Yo, those were the days. Nah, I couldn't even do that. I couldn't even do that. But
now you go inside. You say, let me get a burger. No cheese, though. No cheese.
Nah. How it was, man? How it was is like, yo, my grandfather used to spot me a couple bucks. About $5. He'd be like, yo, go get her some, go get that girl some ice cream. Damn. And that was my chance to shoot my shot. That told me, go find a girl and tell you want some ice cream.
You had a grandpa that led you towards talking to girls. You know what I mean? What do you do when you don't have nobody's? Like, I grew up in a single home. You know, when I was about 10 years old, my mom was a single mother, so it's hard for her to say, go out there, go talk to some girls, baby. She used to say the same rules. You bring a girl home, you got your ass. You get a girl pregnant, you out of my house. Yeah. You do drugs, you out of my house. You go to jail, you out of my house. So to me, anything I did wrong, I was out the house. So I was like, damn, I can't be doing nothing wrong and getting caught. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, no, you know. And things are different, man.
Same with you,
I've never, oh, my bad.
No, go ahead.
I never had guidance like that, you know, about women and all that. I just had to figure it out on my own.
See what I'm saying?
And I think nowadays we need more mentorship.
That's what I'm saying.
I was just going to say, mentorship is important.
Very important.
Yeah, it is.
Like you see programs like, what is it, Big Brother, or, you know, at the YMCA, stuff like that?
Okay, Big Brother.
Well, I know one of our, he's not here today. I'm not going to say any names, but one of our co-hosts, he was actually part of the Boy Scouts.
That's a good program.
Yeah, and it was good, but you know they got a situation right now where a lot of them got touched on, and you know it's not looking too good for them right now.
Yeah.
But
So-
if you look in any organization, you're
You
gonna
can't
find,
trust no organization.
Nah, I
Definitely
don't
no
think,
Catholic
I don't
church.
think that's
Hey,
everybody.
look, I was in Boy Scouts growing up in Ohio. I was in Boy Scouts, and it taught us a lot of valuable lessons. It taught us.
It taught you about keeping secrets.
Jose,
Nah.
was you at Boy Scout?
No, I wasn't.
YMCA?
None of that.
Hey, that-
YMCA
look-
was the shit.
But they taught
YMCA
us.
was the shit back in the
You
day.
know what they taught us in Boy Scouts? They taught us how to survive off the land, how to live more primitive, how to make a tent if you need to, or build one from yourself. Stuff like survival things that really we should all be learning if you think about it.
How to hide in the cave with the leader by yourself.
We depend.
No.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
No,
we-
sorry,
we-
too much, too much.
We
I'm
all
sorry.
depend on.
Hey, you gotta be shh.
Look,
Gotta be a little quiet though.
we all depend on this world the way it's running. But
Right.
what happens if shit crashes? You're gonna have to live on your own by yourself, and if you don't have those skills, you're fucked.
That's a fact though. You gotta have skills to survive if it went down.
That's 100%.
Right there, Jose.
Yeah.
Speak that, Joe.
Well, I think mentorship, like you were saying, big brothers, big sisters, having a good mentor, guidance when you're young is important because it's easier to build strong children than to repair older men.
100%.
So,
Truth.
yeah.
Damn. Say it like
That
So
was-
that.
just start
good.
young and give them good guidance. But you have to find the right mentor because there's some mentors that aren't mentors, and have you doing the wrong thing.
Have you doing some bullshit. You got Boys and Girls Clubs the same way, right? Boys and Girls Club? Is it
Boys
a
and
mentor?
Girls Club. I thought it was like
Boys and Girls Club?
YMCA.
That's the same thing? Or is
I
it?
thought it was,
I
but
think they're
maybe.
hand in
They're the
hand.
same
Maybe-
thing, right?
maybe
Okay.
it's
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
But a mentor definitely, will balance you because especially people like us where your relationships don't work out. Maybe your pops ain't in your life, and he's not there every day, and maybe he wants to be. That's a whole different subject.
Right.
But you go on and you become a man, and you're like, damn, what is it? What is becoming a man? And I struggle with that so much growing up. Like I didn't understand because I lived around women, and my grandfather died at a crucial age because he was like my father figure, and it bothers me till this day, and I think about him all the time because once he died, and I didn't have that person in my ear no more saying this is what you do, this is what you do. So I was left alone, and then I'm like, all right, this is what men do. And I'm just guessing. I'm trying to figure it out. And it's tough because it's like, then I had a family young. And it's like, I don't have no one telling me, damn, this is how you raise your family. Or this is how you do this. So then I made so many mistakes that affected me.
But did it make you better or you think worse? About
It's hard. Like, I feel it made me better. But I feel like having that mentor, having that person in my life, maybe those mistakes wouldn't have happened. Because people talk and like, you could get these lessons and guess what, you wouldn't have learned this unless you went through it.
Right.
But there's times like, where they would have went through that. And then that's the thing with our people, like our people are lost. The people before us, like our parents didn't have a father to look up
Right,
to.
right.
Our grandparents didn't have no one. They came to the country with nothing. And it's like, what do you do? What, and that's where I'm at right now. So every day I'm freestyling my family. Now, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. But I'm raising my family, and I'm like, damn, what do I do? Because, my father's in my life. We chit-chat, but the relationship is different. It's more like a friendship. It's
Friendship
like,
instead of father.
I don't know what to do. It's like every day I'm freestyling. It's like, how do I show my kids I love them? How do I do this? Like, I don't know. And then my mom's there. She tries to do her thing. But at the same time, a woman can never
do the same. I'm not
show you how to lead your family as a
Yeah,
man. She can look at it
exactly.
through a woman's perspective, but she'll never fully understand.
And like someone especially in a single parent household, they could definitely use a mentor.
Exactly.
Like we all said, I had the same situation. No father in my household, and the only men in my household were abusive. Didn't teach me nothing in life, dogged me, down me.
Right.
So, but now fast forward to me being here now, that shit made me strong and gave me a backbone. Because if they hadn't, fucked me over and messed with me and did all that, then I wouldn't be who I am.
Right.
But if I could have avoided all that emotional trauma, that would have been great. If I would have had someone to lean on.
It's good to have a mentor, definitely if you're young. You gotta think about it this way, man. You're growing up, especially as a male, because we're talking from a man's point of view. You know what I mean? It's that leadership. It's getting out of your own household, holding your own self down, getting your own place, establishing yourself and representing yourself as a certain way. Having a mentor is good to have that person that's in that backfield that say, yo, you need to dress a certain way. You know, talk with them more, stand up straight. You know,
Keep
be more
you
of a
in check,
gentleman.
discipline.
You know, stay in check. Yo, don't be disrespecting people. Stop being a bully. You know, you need that kind of guidance because if you don't have that guidance, you end up like most people, either doing drugs, in jail, beating females, not taking care of bills, living off somebody else's, you know, lifestyle. You know what I mean? Depending on people. It's hard. You need to be able to depend on yourself individually. That's how I feel about things. As a man, you gotta be able to stand your own. So when I see somebody that's in a situation, I'm always telling them, man, you gotta grind up, you gotta rise up, you gotta stand up, you gotta do something with yourself because you're gonna end up being in the same boat for the rest of your life until you stand up. Because we at Buttercup, we know that perfectly. We try to talk to people and try to mentor people all the time at the workplace. We try to guide them in a certain way. But it's some people, when I say lost, I'm talking about they don't see no way out.
But some people embrace it, you know, and they love to hear stuff like that. It just, you can lead a water to horse, and what are you gonna shove its face in the water and make it drown?
No, you
can't. Damn it, y'all will. No,
you can't. And you know what? When it comes to mentorship, it's like you gotta, like, it's so hard because it's like you got people that are sensitive.
Yes.
You gotta understand these people and
talk about that.
And like me, I try to force my hand or force my influence on you because it's like I love you. I try to let you know, hey, listen, I'm coming from a loving place.
Right.
I want you to do your thing. I want you to win. And I've been through this. My story is similar to yours. And let's you know, and it's just tough, man. It's as a society we're broken and it hurts to know that.
I would say one thing, you can't really mentor somebody in every, you know, situation. You know what I mean? Like if a person got raped, I can't have a conversation with a person that got raped because I haven't been raped. You know what I mean? I can't talk to somebody that got beat by their parents badly. I can't relate to them. I can tell them how to, you know, get better. But sometimes you got to relate to their situation. That's what a good mentor is. You got to relate to that struggle.
You use your pain to teach others how
those
to
testimonies.
avoid it.
You got to have those testimonies to be able to talk to people that way.
For sure. You know, and I don't know. I think Joseito was the only one that got touched here.
Oh,
but.
Jose, defend yourself.
Nah, I had a few good mentors, you know, people that I could look up to, and I'm fortunate that they gave me some like discipline and guidance.
Right.
One of them being was my ROTC instructor. So I was with him for like 3 years, and he would like drill me like discipline.
Yeah.
Push-ups, sit-ups, you know.
Push-ups, sit-ups, but then he was it more mental or
it
just
was
physical?
mental, yeah. It was more mental than it was anything else. It was more like trying to give me the right tools to be successful
and I think society as a whole, we're lacking that. Like, we're not getting the proper mentorship. Like, look what's going on right now where society, like, right now, not to talk trash about Travis Scott, but this dude came out with a fucking, I guess, a burger meal and the whole world's on it. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Why?
Like I don't get it. Like,
I don't even know his music like that. Like, that's just me.
Like, what happened to individualism? What happened to those things? And I guess I just can't relate, man. Like, it bothers me. Like, even fashion. Like, I understand all these hype shoes go on, and it's like, all right, this shoe, he designed it, or someone designed it, special edition, and it's worth money, and you can flip it. It's like, yo, what happened to like making something that wasn't necessarily the hottest thing, and making that thing pop?
Man, you know what? When you speak about that, freaking, I call it idolizing to me. You know what I mean? I'm Travis Scott. I know I got a little rap thing going on. I know I got a little hot ex, you know, baby mama.
Like Mark said he had the Travis burger. He's not on here right now, but
you see what he did? He had a scat, not a Scott. Yeah. Travis Scott. Nobody leave it alone.
Yeah, he fucked up. That burger fucked up his drawers.
Yo.
No offense.
Yo. Gotta change your clothes, kind of stuff.
Yeah, you gotta take a shower.
I'm just saying this. How do you get so much influence as an individual because of your rap or because of your movie?
Can I say something?
I think I personally think that's a little bit whack. I know I might come out like a hater, but like true. Even fashion, like everything went a different way. Like I remember back in the day, you had to go to 3-4 stores to find a perfect outfit. Yo. Now it's like motherfuckers hit Foot Locker and it's like, yo, they got the Nike Air Force One shorts, basketball shirt, hat. Shoes that match perfectly. It's like, that's weird to me. Like I'm old. Like I know that, and I've come off as a hater that way. But it's just weird. Like weird. I don't know, man. I don't know.
You know what I think it is. I think most people, and I don't mean offense by this. Most people are sheep, and they're looking for a shepherd, and they don't care if that shepherd will walk them right off the edge of a cliff. They just want someone to follow. That's the way most of the world is.
Because we don't have individual people that can stand up for themselves. You depend on somebody, man. Everybody's like a bunch of their independents. I'm sorry, I don't follow the leader, man. I'm the leader. That's how I always felt.
I know,
and
the pendulum
I don't
is
follow
changing.
leader, man.
It's no longer like that. But speaking about that, today's fashion tip is from Joseito. He brought Laffy Taffy back today. My boy got the polo shoes and he got white pants. Now listen, can we trust the motherfucker that wear white pants?
I couldn't. I couldn't pull.
I can't do it.
Wearing a top hat.
You know, it's a little different. I don't know.
Yo, white pants. Now, you know.
But it's the truth. It's like, all right, bro. You don't wear white pants. You scared to take a piss. What the fuck going on
you
here?
do fashion, man. What you gotta say about fashion, man?
A lot of people focus on the brands. You know.
Yeah. And brands don't matter.
It don't. Yeah.
Okay.
When it comes to real fashion, I get more.
It depends on where you're at, though. When it comes to brands.
No.
In an urban community,
True. Yeah,
brands matter.
Yeah, growing up, if you had some whack stuff,
Right,
it was like that because we grew up poor, so we put value on that type of stuff. But as growing up, I'm like, yo, like the whole having an outfit and it's like it was manufactured together. It's not fashion. You're putting something together, some own design.
You know what?
But now imagine crisscrossing the fashion. You're like, yo, I'll put this together, or I put some raggedy stuff together and I made it look good.
That's who I am. You know what I mean? That's how you gotta feel. You're supposed to be who you are, not what somebody else think you should be. And the problem also, I also like what Lawrence Fishburne said at Boys in the Hood. Remember how he talked to his son? He was like, well, how many millionaires you got on your outfit, on your body right now? You like, damn. When you think about it from that way, I got a millionaire here, a millionaire here, a millionaire here, and I'm still a broker there.
True.
Well, Lawrence Fishburne, it's hard to really fuck with him because his daughter turned into a porn star, so it's like that's a little, you know.
Why you gonna do that? He's talking about some fashion. You gotta bring up his daughter.
I know, but listen, watch your fucking household, man. Watch your damn household before you try to put me on some game.
Oh wow, that hurts. That hurts. Anybody got something? Nah,
well, you know what? I know there was a subject we didn't really get into was it's politics season. Yeah. You know, the elections coming up, and you know we want to mix it up a little bit. Like I know my views are typically more democratic, and we wanna not say play a little game, but we want to talk about what we like and what we don't like between both sides. Cause I seen something that was super whack to me the other day, and it was Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. They had a commercial where their laugh was changed and it was fire in the background and it basically made them look like demons. And it's like, yo, what the Republicans came to that they have to do that. Like you don't even have to you don't even have to do that. It's like every Trump campaign, and I'm not trying to knock them because I feel like we need to let Trump win again.
That's how I feel too, bro.
Because I don't like the dude as a person, but I feel like if he loses, Democrats come in, the Republicans are gonna make everything else fail, and then boom, everything crashes.
The same struggle,
that's
man.
just back. You know, that's just how it goes. Because right now, while Trump's winning, he said some ugly stuff, and I feel like he divided us as a civilization. Like
But did he really divide?
No, he didn't.
Or did he make people show who their true colors on their own?
No, that's the thing.
Think about it.
It's not his fault.
You was racist before Trump got in office. You just waited for him to have a penis and have an excuse.
He's the most democratic Republican president I've ever seen.
And he was a Democrat before he became a Republican.
No, and the reason he became a Republican was because he knew that, hey, these people will fuck with me no matter what. And these people vote for me no matter what.
Got a point there.
So
Jose, come on, man. Say something, man.
I'm not big on politics, but I know voting is important.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like you have to vote.
For people who respect your vote. And
yeah, absolutely.
But getting back to it, and
I don't know, man. Only reason
it's just politics got ugly. It's just like you're not even saying, hey, vote for Trump because this and that's not. It's like you're demonizing. You're making Biden and Harris look like they're fucking evil.
Right.
It's like, come on, man, you could do better than that.
Maybe they are.
It's possible.
They could be. They could
go to jail because of that.
Hey, they could be, but it's like, I can't show respect or give you points for trashing somebody.
You know what I think?
Show me what you're better at.
To me, I'm not against. Look, it's hard with politics, but this is my just personal opinion. Biden, he picks Kamala Harris. Why would he pick Kamala Harris? First, she's a minority. Second, she's a female. You have a higher chance of getting more votes. He's like, hell yeah, we're gonna have a woman of color and a woman in that position. So you try to use it as a benefit to get a win. You're trying to find a way. Trump picked Pence. Exactly. Pence is the most boringest man in the world, and he won with a person that's boring as hell.
White Christian man.
But Trump was enough in himself. You need someone to ground you.
Pence don't even say nothing.
But exactly.
When's the last time you heard him do a speech?
Because you come off. Let me tell you something.
What's a Pence speech? What's the best Pence speech you ever heard?
Before Trump came in, he was looked at like a Democrat.
But how
we looked at him because we was like, yo, he's for our people. Yeah. Before he said, listen, I'm devoting myself to this side of town.
How easy though would it have been for him to pick a minority candidate to be his VP and still votes that way? Instead, he was authentic. He's not going to pick who the world wants him to pick. He's going to pick who he thinks is the best for the job. And that's the problem with the Democrats. They want to cater to what people want the most, but it doesn't mean it's necessarily the best for the country.
I can tell you how well the Democrats are like, and I agree with him. Because look at Hillary Clinton. When Hillary Clinton got a chance to go for the presidency, what did she always do? She kept on going to the urban communities. You pick Jay-Z and Beyonce, all these people at a concert, you were like, yeah. Why? Because you would expect that all the urban people be like, hell yeah, she asked with Jay-Z and Beyonce, I'm down. I'm not picking a person in a position because you like the rapper. I want to know what you going to do.
And if you think
you
about
pick a person from outside to make it look
like
good.
You said earlier, look, people going crazy over McDonald's over Travis Scott burger because it's Travis Scott. That's just where we at right now, and that's how it works.
So how do they get that much power? Imagine if Travis Scott came to you right now, you hear him on this TV, vote for Biden.
Well,
that's what I want.
The thing is, if somebody that's hot say something's hot, we all say fuck it. We doing it too.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's just
what J. Cole say in one of his songs? He said, "There's no role models anymore." And so that's exactly what's going on today. These people are looking for a role model, no matter how shitty the person is in real life. They just see their success, their money, their wealth, and they want it. So that's their role model. Even though that role model is a piece of shit, really. Most celebrities are.
The hard thing about voting, though, you think about Trump's situation. You know, he said some racist stuff. He said some crazy stuff. He also said, grabbing girls and you know what. But my problem with Biden is that one story. I know people gonna get mad at me, but when he talked about being in the swimming pool, and he had his little hairy legs, and little kids would swim over to him and grab his legs and rub on it. I'm sorry, that turned me off right there. I was like, wait a minute, man.
I never heard that.
Yeah,
look at the story.
Then he said,
this is facts. He actually said it.
He said right after that, he said, he looked at this, there's some black kids around him. He looked at this little black girl and he said, and I used to love little kids bouncing on my lap. And he looked right in her eyes and he said, and I still do. Like,
that's on video. Proof. Now, this is my problem.
Yeah, but what does that really mean? Like,
that means he touched children, hot damn. It's a pedophile. Look at all the damn videos that he come there and grab little girls in their shoulders and rub them awkwardly.
I see that and it makes it a little weird,
no
doubt about it.
Man,
yeah, like, I don't like
even
that
the mothers are like, yo, you ain't think about doing a home.
Look, you know what it is? He's hid all that shit, right? But since he's got Alzheimer's or dementia, whatever you want to call it, he's accidentally letting that truth out. Accidentally. He don't mean to expose himself.
So basically y'all voting for Trump when this happens.
If I had to vote, I would vote for Trump. And I don't care if people get mad at me, that's just how I feel.
I respect that. I feel like
I don't vote for Trump.
Like if I had to, I would vote for Trump as well, just to keep things going as they're going. But there's one thing I don't like about Trump is morally, like I agree with you. I feel like as a president, you shouldn't divide the people up, and I know they don't like.
Is it him though, or is it the media?
It could be. It could be the media too, but it's like you're also feeding into it. Like I don't know, man. Like just.
But put it this way. Damn, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so the media I see is the one dividing the people. But what matters most? What a president says or what he does? What matters most in life? Actions or words?
It matters in what he does, but this is how I look at things. Is everything's attitude. Like, you ever seen someone that they try something, but they give you this weird off energy that you're like, yo, I can't fuck with that. I just can't. And that's the whole thing that he does. Like, I feel like I personally seen Trump go from not understanding his people, disconnected, to like saying, okay, well, this is what the people want. Let me try to give this. But him not being able to express it. Because you could I don't know. Like his energy is off. Like I feel like he's not coming off the right way, and it rubs people the wrong way. And that's the thing. You ever been in a situation where someone's trying to sell you something, or you're in a situation where it's like they said the wrong thing, and you just can't mess with them.
There's something about it. It
makes them. It turns you off, and it's like he should have worked on that. And he said, him being a businessman, he should know a lot better.
But do you think it's because he's not a career politician? He doesn't know how to speak.
I think it's just he can't relate to a certain group of people,
but he fired people on The Apprentice, man. A man that can fire people on TV can fire people anywhere. No, I'm playing.
No, for sure. And I see where you're not only on Hove, but you on Trump's thing. So.
Oh hell no, Biden.
But.
No.
You know what my campaign slogan would be if I ran for president? It'd be, "Fuck feelings, get results." And that's what I feel like Trump's doing. He don't give a fuck about anyone's feelings. He don't care if he says something.
But the thing is, what the real world is, feelings are involved.
Feelings are involved.
And guess what? You offend the Chinese, you offend these people, these global leaders, and it leaves you off. Look at inflation. It went up 20% this year.
But is that because of him or is that because of COVID?
It's because of the things you're doing. It's not necessarily just him. He's not to blame.
It's the Federal Reserve.
But it's the point of like, okay, you attacking China. So now you put these taxes and this and that. So now to get anything from China, it's automatically 20-25% more.
Damn.
Guess what? The person selling that stuff has to charge you 20-25% more to overcome that. Is that necessarily? No. Because guess what? Us without China, we messed up.
So we need more American jobs.
Listen, because they can talk all the trash you want. Like, listen, look what's going on. Our farming system's failing, and the government is paying these farmers because, hey, what we did, we messed you guys up, but we're going to pay you in the difference.
And you know why that is, though?
Yeah, because you're trying to combat China, but that wasn't the issue. The issue with China lets you make money.
No, but the problem was we were outsourcing farming jobs and lots of other jobs to China. And we were giving our power to China. China was, meanwhile, stealing our IPs, like our personal property. They were stealing technology. They were doing whatever they needed to do. And they were playing us. So we could have kept allowing it.
Yeah, but
we knew
that. We knew that though. When you go and you do
so,
these
yeah, exactly.
China lets you know, hey, we need to know how you do this and that. We been knew that.
So if we knew it, why haven't we done nothing about it till Trump got?
Because guess what? These big corporations were making money, and it didn't matter.
That's the problem.
It didn't change. Exactly, it didn't matter. But don't come talking about you're gonna make it better now. It's too late. When you get Americans involved, no offense, we're lazy as a whole. Listen, we cannot compete with these Chinese. Nah. They're willing to work for $2 an hour flawlessly. Here, we want benefits, this and that, and the third. Mm-hmm. And guess what? We ain't going to make this shit right. We're going to complain we want vacation. It costs more because we fuck up. Because it's done here, it's going to cost you more.
But do you know why they accept that and do that? They accept it and they work that hard because they have no choice. That's the problem. That's the difference.
They have no choice. But guess what? Back in the day, they had a choice. We had a choice, and guess what? As Americans, we demanded so much that as corporations, it was better off to take it to China. Because guess what? We deal with you, we got to deal with this headache. We got to deal with this. We got to deal with that. You go to China, they figure out how to make it happen. That's because, and it's not right, but that's just how it goes. Because guess what? As things change, but guess what? As things change, they still got those sweatshops, but the small guy can't.
But Americans making money off those sweatshops too.
You ever try to deal? You ever try to make a deal? All right, I'm in the cell phone industry. You ever try to make a deal with an American company? It's fucking ridiculous. Everything they want is over. Like, listen, I tried to do a deal with OtterBox. They charged me $30 wholesale for a case, but online it's $25. What's the problem? Yeah, but this and that and the third. So it's like they trick you with this shit. Like, yo,
excuses to make more money.
Yeah, and it's like it doesn't make sense. But you go to China, they working with you. They giving you that room. They giving you that leverage. American companies don't, and they have no incentive to. They don't care about the small guy because this is what we get. Walmart, we good. We don't need you.
This is my only thing. I love my country, America. I love America, but you got a point there where we try to get more money. Because I'm saying like this. If I'm busting my ass right now for $10 an hour, right? And then I'm demanding $20 an hour, but I'm still getting the same work effort I was making $10 an hour. Why am I paying you $20 an hour?
shouldn't get
You feel what I'm
it
saying? If I'm gonna ask for $20 an hour, I need to bust my ass so much. They say, man, that motherfucker deserves $20 an hour. That's the problem. Why am I gonna pay a McDonald's employee $15 an hour to give me the same exact service they gave me with $9 an hour?
But see, people.
You feel what I'm saying?
People,
That don't make no sense.
People don't have a work ethic anymore,
Yo.
especially this newer generation,
Yo.
because they've
That's a fact.
idolized these people that
Yep.
they made all their money through sports or rapping or whatever. So they think, okay, I can go this route. I don't need to work
I
my
don't need
ass
to work
off.
for that by ass off. Yep.
But you do. You
Yep.
do. No one just popped off. People always start from
He
the
got a
bottom.
point there, man. They some
What
lazy
happens
ass
is
people.
you gotta have less government and let things fall the way they fall. And
Less government. That's what
it's
Republicans
just you gotta
want.
let it fall the way they fall, and that's how it goes.
Can a country be run without a government?
No,
Nobody?
it can't be.
Jose?
No.
It can't be.
I don't think so.
You need regulation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why? Why?
Why?
It
Because
was built off the Romans came up with a lot of these political views. A lot of the politics talks, the things that Democrats, Republicans, that's all back then in their time.
Yeah.
So we still using something hundreds of years ago in our day
But the
today.
thing
You
is,
know
so
why?
we didn't
you
decide to
need it.
change
You
that
need-
system.
Because
we didn't think that would be
as
better.
times change
No.
and people change, the laws have to change with it.
Right.
You know, and
But you have to admit, people nowadays, or maybe not, I don't know, I didn't live back then, but I would see them as more morally corrupt and more fucked in the head. So government's definitely, you couldn't leave America to govern itself, you know what I mean? If there was not a government, this shit would become anarchy. People are fucked in the head
it
nowadays.
just be war.
So we can't expect the
It'll be
people
chaotic.
to learn how to control a city in peace and work together and say, hey, killing is wrong. So the whole community says killing is wrong. So then that way, if a motherfucker goes kill, we pop that motherfucker and kill his ass. If you kill his ass, guess what? The whole community's gonna stay in peace.
So
the
you're
problem
talking-
is we don't do eye for eye. I'm not saying this right. I know the country's gonna be against me, but think about it. Let's say there's a rapist out there, right? He rapes little kids. All of us said, if you do rape, I'm gonna cut your motherfucking penis off. Guess what? You know the next time the police is gonna rape somebody? It's gonna be a long ass time. I don't want my dick cut off. I need to keep my manhood. So guess I'm gonna stop rape. But today, a rapist can go out there and rape a little girl. He gets 2 years in jail. It's like, oh, it's okay. But a marijuana person gets 10 years in jail for a crime
Nah,
that's less
and
crime.
it's-
That's somebody that's raped somebody.
it's messed
There's
up.
a problem. So if you did a crime for a crime, like back in the days when they used to hang a motherfucker, everybody just sit there watching you and hang, it was like, damn, hang that motherfucker. But if I glorify you like they did in the 1920s, I do a crime, but I know all the newspaper articles are going to sit there and take pictures of me. Now I'm going to do a crime because I'm going to get publicity. I'm going to be famous for my crime. But if I killed your ass and say you ain't going to get no fame, guess what? You're going to want to kill. Because nobody's like, damn, nobody cares about me. They're just going to kill me for doing the crime. That's the problem.
You got a point there, but the problem with, which I'm not going to disagree with Old Testament law, it was necessary back then, but if we lived that now, almost every one of us here would be dead or maimed.
Yeah, you got a point. You got a point, though. You got a point in one sense. You got a point.
So that's where I see Christ coming in. We're in the age of grace. I feel like that age is almost over, but right now we're in the age of grace. Anyone can find
No, for
salvation.
sure. Though the word is definitely diluted from generation to generation. Because I grew up and I was scared of God. I was like, yo, I gotta do the right thing because God can see everything I do.
Exactly.
And then I didn't really pass that on to my kids just because I was scared. I didn't like what I saw growing up, going to church. It scared me a little bit because I'm like, yo, God doesn't have all this hate. He's not gonna punish you for every little thing, and it bothered me. And I didn't want my kids to see that. But now, they do hear less, see less of God than what maybe I did. And we probably should try to bring that back and see what happens.
See,
Jose, what you got?
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Jose, say some fire.
Spit some knowledge.
Spit some knowledge, Jose. Spit some knowledge. I know you got some.
Well, I don't know. Government is important, but the way it's managed right now, it's like it's a shit show.
It's a
But
problem.
that's why we
Yeah.
gotta pay attention. We gotta put our leaders in power. We gotta put people that we know. Hey, listen, you understand our struggle. You want
Right.
us to win. You gotta be in there, not
But we're
Joe
not.
Smo.
It's like are we really choosing? Because they already. It's almost like they
Well,
already
the thing
selected.
is, when you choose
You know what
not
I'm
to
saying?
vote, you let that out of your hands. That's
Right.
why it's so important to vote.
It
Because
is,
even
yeah.
though necessarily you can't affect the whole election, people know that, hey, I do vote and I do care.
But isn't
and
the
they choose-
electoral vote bigger than our votes? So technically speaking, we
Yeah.
don't
No.
still have the same
It
power.
is, but when you're
No.
talking about local, it's different.
Here's the way the electoral vote works for anyone that doesn't know.
Right.
Okay, so there's 50 states. The majority of the population, though, is in a handful of states.
Right.
So if we went by popular vote only, a few states would decide every election. the way the electoral college works, okay, say you're in this Montana.
Right.
There's not a lot of population. But if you win the majority of the population, you get the electoral votes for that state.
Right.
So therefore, every state has a say, and it's not just California, New York, Florida deciding every election. You know what I mean? Exactly. Every vote has a state. So popular vote, people think that matters the most. It does not matter. The electoral vote is what matters. Period. Point blank.
So
Popular vote is for if the electoral college is somehow tied, the popular vote then takes
That's what
effect.
I'm saying, but the popular vote don't be winning. It's
Do
the
you
electoral
want
vote.
exactly? Do you want the popular vote to win when most of the world's fucked up?
You got a point, but that's what I'm saying though. Is okay. Let's say Hillary Clinton wins the popular vote. Right? She did, right? And then all of a sudden, somebody like Texas or Ohio, or they, yo man, forget Hillary. We want Trump.
But
does our vote count anymore?
Hey,
they got to get the vote because of the state they was in. So technically, our vote didn't matter.
Speaking of that, Trump just passed the thing. Trump passed some laws to where if there was laws before that where electorates could choose whoever they want regardless of the population. Okay, but now Trump introduced laws where that's not possible.
Okay.
If the majority of the population wants this candidate, the electoral votes have to go to that candidate. He passed laws to change that, so there's no more.
All right.
You know what I
mean? Fair enough. That's what I'm saying. So our votes really didn't count during that time. So I can see where Javi's coming from, where the vote really matters right now. But during those times, if Hillary has the popular vote, she'd be like, "Oh, I'm the president." No.
Did you see the
I
look?
don't agree.
Did you see the look of shock in her face
That's
when
what
she
I'm
lost?
saying.
It was.
Well,
set.
the thing about Hillary, she faded away instantly. After that, she faded away. She didn't care. I'm glad she lost.
She did one of those head movements.
I'm glad she lost because after that, she faded. You know, she didn't do anything. So now to wrap up the episode.
Right.
All right. So Preacher Parker, this one's for you. Say Jay-Z standing in front of you. You on your knees. What you doing?
Whoa.
Since you got the Jay-Z shirt, you have
Jay-Z standing in front of me. I'm on my knees.
Yeah, what you gonna do?
Punch him in the balls, man. I ain't gonna be on my damn knees for no damn man. What the hell wrong with you?
But you know, anyway, so y'all have any final words? And you know, I appreciate you guys for watching for the few that do.
Absolutely.
And you know, hopefully today made a difference. And
man.
Oh, and also don't forget 9/11 was today.
Yo,
for
man.
sure.
R.I.P. to all those that lost.
And I remember that I was in 6th grade. And I remember we went home early that day.
I remember that too.
And you know, definitely 9/11 brought us back together.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was a movie.
Yeah, nah, you know, it was weird, but it was like I remember the whole world tuning in, and every day we're watching the news. What's going on? What's going on? But you know, I want to apologize to some of our friends that are from Arabic Indian descent. Because I remember it was rough for them back then.
No, it sucked for them, bro.
Back then, if you were Arab back then,
persecuted.
we were fucking taking turns whooping your ass.
No.
And
that's sad. You see what I'm saying?
Right. It is. But
we attack a whole culture.
But for the most part, as a people, we united. That's when it was like, all right, fuck, we white, we black, we Puerto Rican.
Yep.
But no matter what, we American.
Yep.
Exactly. And let's go win this world.
USA.
Exactly.
This is ours.
USA.
This is ours. And you know, I'm glad. I personally don't know anybody that lost a life back then, but
man,
my cousin died in Iraq right after that.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Bro.
And you know, but it was definitely after that. It was a good time because it brought us together. And
I don't know, man, because I know when I was in Texas, we watched that. They was having some things, and everybody was like, 17, 18. They was like, yo, we going to the military right now. They attacked our country. We going for war. And I was like, yo, I don't want to get on the conspiracy stuff, but in one sense, it's like, yo, who's really involved with this situation?
We need to save that for another podcast.
We gotta do that for another situation. I'm gonna go into it. I'm gonna say, yo, if we get to that part, it's like, I ain't dying for something. I ain't gonna get.
There's a lot of shady shit. There's a lot of
shady stuff to that. We don't even know, but rest in peace to those that really did lose their lives in 9/11, man. People that was in those planes, people that was in those towers, in those buildings, those firemen, those police officers.
And I know Joseito, he says he been in the military because he was in ROTC. That shit don't count. But we're gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna wrap it up here, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know. And Joselito's still on the hunt, and I'm a little disappointed because last episode we told any ladies looking for a dude to jump in, move in the household. He was ready, and we did not get one fucking request. Fuck out of here.
Hey, one last thing. If you don't vote,
Skittles in the building.
If you don't vote, you don't got a right to bitch.
Skittles and proof.
Yo, we here. It's your boy Preacher Park in the